Where's my camera off? There we go. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Control. Last time we left off, we made our way through the Prime Candidate program, learned some more information about Dylan and Jesse, and found out that Jesse was being followed. And then we continued our way. We also found the mannequin. Got the mannequin and did all that. Returned back to security guy and turned that quest in. Went back to the Prime Control Candidate, got going through it, and eventually we found a way to Ordinary, the section of where Ordinary is at, trying to find the Slide Projector. And we have traveled quite far. We got to the next control point, and we are about ready to go find this AWE. That is literally what we are about to do. We are about to find the Slide Projector and figure out what the hell happened to Ordinary and what's going on Jesse and Dylan. That's probably something important I gotta go to. Access granted, huh? What's this? Stage 1B, huh? Alright, the second slide we called the meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting, and then when we'd come out, everything had melted around the projector. Okay. Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it. We thought Neil had got lost inside the metal when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. Organizations of additional side destination metal. Interesting. Alright, I guess we're gonna
see what they have on Ordinary.
Go here.
It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
What in the hell? Alright. Well. Guess before I go up in there, I'm gonna walk around here. Tom and the others had gotten worse, scarier. The math teacher and Miss Chester tried to make them listen, and they pushed over a piano on her, broke her legs. Then Tom bashed her head in. Bye-bye, Miss Chester. I always liked her. I liked math. Holy shit. That was the tipping point. It was Lord of the Flies level bad. The grown-ups realized something was wrong. The police came and literally dragged Tom and Hugo and the others away. Tom was screaming that the non-mother would make them all go away. They enacted a curfew for every kid in Ordinary. Mom and Dad were pissed, asking us about the dump, about everything. I remember wanting them gone, like Tom had said. When we woke up the next morning, pretty much all of the adults had just vanished. Was I responsible? Did I? I don't know. Majority of organized violation according to result from Slide Projector related to AWE. Holy shit. Can you imagine waking up and then every adult is just gone? What? the heck? Oh shit. Damn it.
The slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
Ordinary dump site? I gotta go up.
They say when you visit your childhood home, everything feels small. Like a miniature. Not real. They got that right.
This must have been stage 1. This must have been the dump. Yeah. This must have been when we found the slide projector. Oh, this is the dump. This was stage 2. This is how I expanded. Must have been the school. This is stage 3 right here. All that was stage 3. This is with the school and shit, I'm guessing. Apartment building. Or something. I don't know. What's this? This is stage 4. Destroy ordinary. I am the word event. I destroy the city. It is no more. No more ordinary. The town is no more. How is that still standing? Alright. Ordinary is destroyed. Ordinary dump site. So I go up here now. So we gotta go to the dump site now, apparently. Oh, what's this?
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What?
No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this... I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No, Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused?
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse...
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly. They took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
So somehow I escaped and came here. So that must have just happened not too long ago. Okay. Said I had something to load it. Oh. Sealed area, do not access. Okay. I don't want to access anything there anyway. Open sesame. Okay. Oh. Ordinary supplement? Details are largely based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden and for relevant information in the 10 therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. Example, Dylan Faden claims there were 8 slides for the projector. Jesse mentioned 9 slides. The Bureau found 1 intact slide and the burnt remains of 6 others. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Dr. Darlin has ordered that the entirety of the ordinary town dump be brought to the Bureau for an examination and analysis, with the hopes of finding additional slides or other altered materials. Due to the limited space in the investigation sector, this AWE will be investigated into the containment sector. Interesting. Yes. I destroyed Ordinary. Look at that. It is not a single building stuff standing. Okay. It's up this way.
moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
Alright. By order of Dr. Dolan, all work in the ordinary dump is to stop effect immediately. Resources will be alerted to the blank department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month, but we should move all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, using slide projectors found in the area should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. Why? The item was found in the penthouse suit at David Wolf, who was being investigated for illegally dealing in ultra materials. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranatural belongings, including in this item. Mr. Wolf was arrested. So why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investment trader, filthy rich, married to a model, disappear overnight? That's the question that's kept Toronto high society up at night this past week. Police say it's being looked into. Some nut job radio show in the States claims he disappeared to join the Illuminati, but it's the reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf, bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire in some remote beach paradise. Now he's sipping Mai Tais like while the world thinks he's dead. That's the best way to do it. If everyone in the world thinks you're dead, go ahead and just drink your sorrows and everything away. Interesting. Go ahead and get rid of that. Really not what I wanted to do.
We should check that lab.
Alright. Alright, that was like a freaking fight from the hell, man. I knew I had to fight something somewhere around here. Alright. So. Still kind of just looking around here. I know what that is. I don't want to open that quite yet. Still kind of looking around here. See if there's anything else that I need to get. Conquer. Alright. No, nothing there. Nothing there. I don't think there's anything else around here. I know there's nothing on top. Sure. Okay. Did I not collect anything? Or not? I was like, did I not collect it? But I did. Intriguing. All right. Where is the slide projector? Is that a bike? This is Darling's lab. So this is where he makes those videos and shit. I'm taking it. I don't know.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
Finished Tango. A dark place. What the hell? Interesting. So we got to go to the research. Back to the research. To get to the slide projector. Alright. Well, let's get out of here. Dude. Interesting. Investigate the sector elevator. What? You have heard wrong. Fake news. The board is A-okay. The rebel faction distant is formal, fired. The crisis purge is over. This is not a matter of worry for you. You can hang up now, please. Okay. Uh-huh. Intriguing. I want to go to the Sterling AWE. I want to know what the hell this is. I just can't go to it yet. Which is fine. Alright, I got 3 ability points. Yay. Let's get the launch up some more, shall we? Alright, that's 8. Holy shit. Alright, so where am I going? They're not here, I guess. Not there, I guess. Central Executive. I gotta go back to the executive place. Okay. I gotta investigate the sector elevator. So I don't know what I'm investigating up here, but sure thing. That's a lot of backtrack. Can you imagine having to rock all the way back through that stuff? I'd get so lost.
I need the containment protocols for every altered item or object of power. Man, I never thought I'd be working in the executive sector. Look at me now, Ma.
Nothing
I have
new.
to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
What can I help with?
Anything here?
Do you remember Mr. Tomasi, the head of communications? The hiss he was changed into showed up in containment, near the turntable.
I'll take care of it. That thing's not getting away this time.
I've heard reports about his particular use of language and intonation when repeating the hiss babbling. The biological and behavioral distinctions between different hiss-corrupted individuals is truly fascinating. I wonder if I could categorize the data.
And she's already off on her own thing. I've been seeing these Darling presentations all over. Seems like he enjoys the limelight.
So you noticed, huh? When he recruited me out of college, he actually came to visit. He interrupted my physics course by shouting, not quite, Professor, and then marching down to the front of the class where he proceeded to berate the very idea of laws of thermodynamics. He's been a showboat all his life.
Darling visited you in college?
Yeah, he read a paper I'd published, came to recruit me for the Bureau. I accepted and then spent years waiting for access to the confidential research that Darling promised me. And whenever I ask about my access level, he just mumbles that it's temporarily postponed and then changes the subject to the effect of entropy on luck.
I wonder who else Darling had his work from. Marshall? Trench? Have you learned anything about Dylan's condition?
Only that he's definitely hiss, but I guess his chanting made that pretty obvious. You know, interestingly, the words of the hiss incantation have an average length of 4 letters. The most common word used 7 times is want. The next most common are through and time. It's very interesting, don't you think?
I don't care about the words. What about my brother?
Right. Sorry, I got a little off track. Well, strangely, his tissue samples all look healthy, unlike the other hiss I've tested.
That's good news. Right? I wanted to talk to you about the crazy things I can do. My abilities. I get the sense that they're not very usual around here.
Well, usual and unusual aren't really benchmarks at the Bureau, but for some perspective, Director Northmore once used the floppy disk to send a bowling ball 6 yards through the air, and that was considered a huge deal. So compared to that, you are most certainly an outlier.
An outlier. I like the sound of that. I should get going.
Don't let me hold you up.
Is there any new files around here that I can read? No, probably not. Mr. Tomasi is back over there. Alright. I'm good to go fight.
Containment protocols for every altered item or object of power with an alt. Lots of work to do. Let's get to it, okay?
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there. Reaching for her.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April. Case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities.
Investigation sector, huh?
Traveled to the quarry threshold and
We should
engaged
check
in
this out.
inappropriate workplace behavior. An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later. At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location security and proximity to a high-traffic area will prevent misuse while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
I need the containment protocols for every altered item or object.
Investigations sector. The hell is the investigations sector? Oh, okay. I can't. Mr. Tomasi. Great.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there. A presence. Jesse Faden could hear it. A call. It was faint, reaching for her from a dark place. Faden was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver. As if she'd been made for this. Faden paused to feel it. The force in play here. It was changing things around her, subtle, trying to make her act. Faden didn't like that. Her guide felt it too. Polaris didn't flare up in defense as with the hiss. So it wasn't all bad. Not a hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming from far away. And made weak because of the distance. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man. A man desperate to escape. She sensed something else, too. A hunger in the dark. Not unlike the hostile resonance. Waiting. She knew that desperate acts can have grim consequences. It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights went back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation sector. Faden pressed the button. The elevator doors slid shut with practiced bravado.
Interesting.
Hello? Anyone here?
Guess not. Seems a lot more.
Mr. Kirkland, here, our latest agent confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Jonathan Connor, research Ezra Cruz, Caroline Dunsey, Lindsay Malcolm, Charles Murray, Derek Shaw. Letters of Connor's will be delivered to you. Signed prior to sending them to the families. You will be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not archived yet, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind the fire break. They're lost, I'm afraid.
More crowded than the rest of the Bureau.
What in the hell? There's a whole new... Oh. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, Internal Investigation D0845 was launched to the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darlin, Head of Research. Despite the accounts of anonymous blank regarding inhuman treatment of a blank currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of blank sector personnel seemed to be wholly unaware of any such contained there. One confirmed the code names to be, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were simply blocked from entering the blank research room to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant human treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darlin, we do recommend an investigation into blank research. Okay. Mr. Dennis. Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all files on Bright Falls, especially on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. For the interagency information exchange agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character wrote is looking into a case dealing with the writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on this guy, Special Investigator Gleason. Huh. Intriguing. God, there's so much here. Damn it. Oh, God, I forgot I could just make it bigger. His communications led into the local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. Male Caucasian, 33-year-old man found dead on his property per police report. Remains obtained from coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Blunt force injuries to head, lacerating injury left ear to cheek, blunt force injuries to extremities, dislocation right knee, complete avulsion of the right upper extremity with associated fracture of the proximal right humerus, extensive trauma or abdominal region, complete avulsion of multiple organs, including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestine, all missing from scene. Conclusion is my opinion that Mr. Barber's death is not the result of a mechanical accident, so, as claimed by authorities, the removal of organs is consistent with animal attack. Okay. Resignation letter. To whom it may concern. It is with great anger and regrets that I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's blank. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must for now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame the situation on all blank, who has readily ignored my request for his sentence and reclaiming the parts of the investigation center lost to the blank. Loose inside, I will never forget the screams of brave Avenger begging for us to open the fire break. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The blank has failed his agents. The director has failed his agent. I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. I guarantee it's the director. That's under that. Not quite ready to go through there. Cause the fire break and sector head office is this way. Oh. Mr. Dennis, so yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems that a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing and the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up with the workload. Hell, just filing the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing is, this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby isn't meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. It better not still be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. Let's do that. My area now. Keystone inspection. Oh god, Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to target AWE like you asked. I'm sending my report directly to you to try and keep a lid on this Groom and Morris issue. We didn't find any sign of them here. Given the records, it is possible they switched teams like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event directly occurred here in Keystone, and I think Groom and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Reminds me of the ordinary case, but that was just the adults, if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are kind of casualties, not traitors. If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and the only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with a dot in shared space. Could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when I get back. In the meantime, you should send a team out here to cordon this place off and maybe get the comms guys working on a cover story. Sincerely, Agent Key done. Okay. So it sounds like this place did nothing but investigate just everything. Tractor procedures. Item is not in Bureau custody. None known. A Frank Elk tractor, olive green, dried blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of oscillated responses of growls and unmanned locomotion, considered highly aggressive and dangerous. Oh no. No. Background. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of Burrow's Farm outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panicked calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communications staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Area searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Miss Burrow, only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier that night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. Holy shit. Ethics investigation. Further authorization from Mr. Kirkland. Internal investigations P-1429 was launched into illegally of the Prime Candidates Program by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subjects are relevant to the investigation, use executive privilege to decline interviews. Very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation classified by Mr. Kirkland, both paint and remotely clear pictures, systematic and blank were brought into the oldest house and placed under blank examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in the traumatic blank of poor naturally inclined blank. Not only is this in a breach of the Ash Act, but it falls in the face of basic human. This investigation team unequal the Prime Candidate Program recommends that it be shut down probably immediately. Refer to file 9820136 for full report. It's very, very interesting. Give you that. I don't know what that goes to. But there's something there. Alright, so I gotta come back through here. Because that's gonna... do something. I think it powers that. Alright, let's go on this side first. Cauldron Lake update. To Chief Investigator Dennis, it happened again, third time this year, or something certainly has it out for our blank. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough that why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got Brewer Tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list are recurring problems with the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on blank Lake if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this blank hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent, whatever. I don't even know what that is, but sure. Daisy Sector Head Office. So much to read. Summary: Dr. Ray Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrill in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed at the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits in his phrase by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to paracriminal organizations or any record of reaching or NDAs since leaving the Bureau. His civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited and determined ever since. Depending on the duration of our work in the Otis House, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has found no compelling reasons to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mold threshold issue. Refer to file 7085286 for full report. Certificate of information. Recognition. Trench official warning. Kirkland, I am growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have inordinately taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. I don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are warm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The crime candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures, plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are chosen to become my enemy. Kirkland, you don't want to be. Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Holy fuck. Director Investigation. For authorization for Mr. Kirkland was launched into the blank of Director Zachariah Trench. Recent change in blank witnessed in Director Trench, including aggressive blank when blank with other staff has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable blank between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest their arguments center around the dimensional research wing and the blank captain's side. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trench's blank as anything more than interpretation disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any blank, and that is his fitness to lead is not in question. Prefer to file blank for full report. So they looked into the director, thinking that he was probably under the control of an AEWE. And then it turned out he wasn't, and then they're all like, "Oh, oopsies. We made a mistake." People are all funny. Okay. Yeah.
It's not working.
That's what I thought that I had to do.
Power core somewhere. There. Now that gate should open.
Alright, specimen escape. The purpose of internal investigation X0397 is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI1 that resulted in the deaths of blank agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspect human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researchers' notes on the specimen from their internal network on the blank of blank. The specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive blank, cross-referencing the data with various logs, found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. 1, the air filters were changed, and 2, an hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice Blank entered the sector regarding unrelated investigation. See interview number 65F124. Given their connection to the same AWE case, it is likely that Miss Blank's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape and to the blank investigation is ongoing. Refer to file 6230721 for full report. What escaped? What is so bad down here?
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
Blessed organization. This group, such individual, has operated outside the brewer's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit natural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in an illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Plus Repair and Service was suspected of involvement with an object repair case, perhaps even Gradient. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed organization. Refer to file 739092244. Blessed organization? The fuck? Hey, look, it's the light switch. Click. Click. Goodbye, Lord.
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake. Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. I found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Writing?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen it.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here? And Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
Creepy.
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. A resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of Control had stolen his life's work. This was his last chance, his final experiment. What he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Only an echo of him remained, fragmented impulses on autoplay. Violent, bloodthirsty darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the FBC. Brought in, contained, studied. The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could. The FBC fell back and sealed the sector. The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound. A resonance. It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one, why not another? The darkness inside the thing could have been immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect. But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
What the fuck? What the hell? Oh. The hell? I don't even know what happened. I just fell. I was looking at the map, next thing I know, I'm walking off. Okay. Sure. Okay. Alright. What the hell? What are you doing, Jesse? Stop falling off the damn thing. What in the world? Okay. It's looking like I gotta go across these bridges. Oh, brother. No, Jesse, why? Why, Jesse, why? Oh, I'm dumb. I forgot I could do that. That one was on me. That one was on me. First one wasn't. Second one wasn't, because I don't even know what happened on that one. I was floating and the next thing I know it just dropped. That one was on me because I actually forgot that I could dash while in the air. Oh, what the hell? The hell?
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
It's a good question. I use that. Is there any more documents here? Alright. Open sesame. Anything in that one? Yeah, that's cool. What the hell is...
That doesn't look like a house shift.
No, I don't know.
I want to know.
I don't even want to know what the hell all this is. Look at all those jacks and stuff. What in the world? Filing and processing and operations center. This way. Oh, brother. Oh yeah. the shelter. Crazy. Abandoned offices. Yeah, why not? Love a good old abandoned house. Well, I guess we're not going to find the slide projector for a little bit longer. I thought we were getting close to it, but I guess we're further away than I thought. What the hell? Like, nothing happens when I'm this far away, but when I get closer, it all just starts going wild. What in the world? Don't like that.
Of course, the Hiss are already in here.
Yeah, why wouldn't they be? Alright. So let's just go to this side first. And start investigating. Rooms. Let's see. Nothing here. Looks like. Okay. Let's go to the next one here. What? Alright. So there's that. Alright, okay. Let's see what this is. Hartman arrest. Hartman, Emil Hartman. Anderson. Victim's name, Wake Alice, and Odin. Alan Wake's dead? What? Officers named Dennis, Special Agent Charges. Code 4. Kidnapped and altered individuals. Stations against altered organizations. Obstruction of Bureau investigations. Breaching the Ash Act. 6 counts. Officers' property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with an ongoing AWE investigation. Offenders' personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released by annual surveillance orders were assigned to each, except the Anderson brothers, due to their senility and Wake, possibly deceased. Maybe Wake is like here. In here or something. I don't know. I don't understand. It very much, but we will make sense of it here soon. Once we get through this section, at least we'll probably have good understanding of it. Here's this. Foot gossip. My feet gossip at night, and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Sincerely me. What the fuck was that? Is that some kind of lyrics to like a song you're creating or something? My feet, sincerely me. And now I have to wear shoes. Up a daisy. Just keep climbing up. If I just keep climbing up, I'll get out of here.
Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
Yeah. Looks like I'm going through the service tunnels, yay. Always love to go through a good old service tunnel.
This darkness is blocking the door. So now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows.
Interesting. Is there nothing in here? Oh, yeah, the light.
Light burns it away, huh? Makes sense.
I can't see shit. Ooh, dead body. Oh, what in the hell? This is a skull? What's in here? Just gross. Pulsating. Alright. Okay. Let's go through some of this. What do I got here? Oh wow. Headshot boost. Nothing to do with headshot. Alright. So, X with the arrow down on a smiley face. Nope. Yeah. That can go away then. Alright. Alright. That's put 9. 9. $16, $19. No. Alright. Triangle going through a door. Triangle going through a door. Alright. That's 10. It's 9, so we're gonna get rid of that. Triangle through a new door. Okay. That's 24%. Okay. Minus 11. Minus 24. Alright. Okay. That way I can hold some more stuff. Construct search. What the fuck? Sure. I'll construct that, I guess. What's through here? Oh, this is just the other side of that, eh? Interesting. Active Investigations Operations Center is through that door. Uh-huh. So it's intriguing. Okay. Used a lot of those things. A lot of my shit, so I'm gonna have to build that back up again. It's gonna take me a minute. Oh, I got level 6 clearance. Oh man. I gotta Tomasi. Oh brother. Hold on. Let me see how long. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for more Control to come. We will definitely be playing some more of this in the future. We've gotten so close to getting to the slide projector, and then it got foiled when we had to go back to the research facility for it, and that's not fun. But right now, we're investigating the investigation sector, trying to figure out what this Alan Wake crap is going on. Yeah, can't wait for that. And figure out what kind of creature I'm going to have to fight at the end of this, probably. Not looking forward to that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for more to Control to come. And remember, Power Fam, we have got the power.